Hello, viewers. It's another great moment, a wonderful day, and another fresh episode on the show, Love or Lost. Thank you for being part of our viewers. We honor you and we love you. On the show today, I remain your favorite uncle, Jossyyakman, and with me as usual, I have your other favorite uncle,
Girl.
Z.
Yeah.
How far now?
I did gallant.
It's not looking fresh. What
Gallant
happened now?
soldier.
Gallant soldier.
Yeah.
But soldiers don't remain fresh now.
On my own part, my own soldier is different.
Inside she's a yori soldier. A very yori soldier. Anyway, it's nice having you today. Trust your day is going well.
Yeah, I did.
Awesome. Today on the show, we've got a greater package, an interesting topic for all of us. Why did I say all of us? Because this topic is made for every one of us.
Yeah.
You're going to teach us greater things in this life. We would love you to sit down tight and grab something from today's show.
Yeah. And for those of you who have not been following us on our social media handles, please do so. We are at Jossyyakman on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, and then our YouTube page is JossyyakmanTV. Please like and subscribe to that channel and watch our subsequent episodes of the show Love or Lost. Don't forget to ask your questions and also comment, as we'll be reading your comments on our show.
And in line with this, we've got a Facebook group tag, Is This Love or Lost, where we drop topics every week. Try and connect with that page and answer the questions attached to the page. We've got a wonderful personality today on the show. We'll meet her in a short while after this short clip. Stay tuned.
Was that a pivotal historical moment we just went stumbling past? Oh. We're working every dread day that is given us, feeling like and then we smile at all our friends. Even when I'm weak and I'm breaking, I'm down weeping at great day to that. There is so much peace to be found in people's faces. I love people's faces.
Welcome back for the short clip. On the show today, we've got an interesting personality, a wonderful woman, an icon, a pastor, and a teacher in the person of Mrs. Joseph Agnes. Ma, you're welcome.
Thank you. Happy to see you.
I need to know. Yes, ma'am. That's okay. For honoring our invitation.
You're welcome.
Yes, ma'am. Today on the show, we've got an interesting topic to deliberate on. I can't wait for us to start conversing on this. It's actually a wonderful topic. Try to grab something from it.
The Holy Book says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. And it is also written that a man shall leave his father, his mother, and cling to his wife, and the two shall become one. And then it went further to say, wives, submit to your husbands. And it says, husbands, love your wives. So, marriage is actually ordained by God. Ordained. You know, we have obstacles in marriage. We have hurdles in marriage. So today, we would be seeing the hurdles and how to tackle them.
We saw God like Jesus Christ in the wedding of Cana, the Canaan of Galilee, when he conducted the wedding ceremony. The marriage is something that's supposed to be sacred, holy, and sanctified. Marriage is honorable, a bed to be undefiled. But we see so many people today, despite the warning that God gave us. He said, "He shall judge the fornicators and the adulterers." But in society this day, and society this day, we see people, despite the warning about the wrath of God upon their life, they go on ahead, defiling that which is supposed to be sacred, that which is supposed to be kept holy and sanctified. And in line with this today, we'll be dwelling on the topic which goes like this: why do some married people cheat? Why do some married people cheat? Despite the warning being given to us by God Himself. And we'll allow our speaker to talk more on this. Ma, before we tell on why some married people cheat. You know, we are in a society now that people want to get married. They feel wedding is part of their life now. Marriage, I want to go ahead, I want to marry. My friend is getting married. My age mates, they are getting married. My sisters, my brothers are married. Me too, I have to get married. We don't care about achieving anything in life. All they care about is marriage. We want to know, what is marriage all about?
Thank you, my dear sister and brother, for that question. In a general form, we're told that marriage is a legal union between a man and a woman to become husband and wife. But I will say further that marriage is a sacred vow that is conducted according to the rights or the belief of the individual. It is a sacred vow between a man and a woman as husband and wife, which is publicly recognized, and not only that, permanently sealed and physically consummated. The vow, as in the wedding or the marriage, whatsoever, however we talk about it, is that when you are taking an oath, you are taking a step to be married. It shows you are taking a vow. You are into covenant, and that covenant, because God is a witness between you and the wife of your youth. God is there. It is sacred. And that vow, it is not for temporal, it is permanent. And not only that, it has to be done physically, where your parents will be in agreement with the parents of the bride parents and the groom parents will be in agreement, your spiritual parents will be in agreement, and then your friends and relatives have to witness it. But we have noticed that some people, once you see them in between the two of them, they presented gifts. They start calling their as a ring. They start calling themselves as wife. No, it has to pass through these stages. Sacred vow, sealed permanently, physically consummated, and also publicly recognized. Thank you, sir.
That's a nice one. That's a nice one. The scripture actually made known to us that marriage is a beautiful thing. That's why when I say, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. And not only finding a good thing, but you actually obtain favor from the Lord. For man, apart from God see God actually, the scripture making it right to us that marriage is a beautiful thing. Husband and wife is a beautiful thing. But why do you think that some people, despite that, they are married and now they go ahead to cheat? You see a husband, despite his marriage, following other women outside, and then a wife also going to follow other men outside. Why do some people cheat in marriage?
Okay. To me, why some people cheat in marriage, there are several points I would want to mention. One of it is the foundation. If you have a wrong foundation is the layout of a structure at the beginning of every building. Then, in the building of marriage, if the foundation is faulty, then there will be problem. A lot of problem when the marriage is set out. Now, one of the problem we have at the early stage is this: if both parents are not involved, both physical parents, I mean the biological parents and the spiritual parents are not involved, you see that such marriage will have problems soon or later. The wife will cheat on the man because he believes that no one can question him. Then the woman too will go out because they think what? No one. Then if under that wrong foundation, if it is under lust that they come together, if that particular thing that they see or they saw from the beginning is no more there, you see that they will go out of the marriage to go and look for. That is one of the problems. And another thing is this: some men go out of their marriage if they have a nagging wives. The man comes back home, you didn't welcome him well, you are just asking, look at the fine you come in. Mr. Knight, you start measuring different needs. If a man do not have peace at home, if that man have peace outside, he will prefer to be out there than coming in. And another thing there is sexual default. There are some women, before you have anything to do with them, they will demand this, they will demand that, they will deprive their spouse from having anything with them. Whereas they are legally married, it is meant for legal people. Sexual intercourse is meant for married people. But there are some, they will tell you, they will give you different excuses, even when the man is in need of it. In such situation, that woman is pushing the husband out. Sexual default. The only time God allows a separation is when you are with God in fasting, according to 1 Corinthians chapter 7. If you read down there, when you are in fasting or when you are praying, and you must let your partner know that this is what is happening. And immediately when the prayer is being done, you have to come back together. Sexual default is another reason why some men or some women go out. And another thing I would say there is that lack of poverty. You see some women going out looking for money just to see what they will eat, what they will get to take care of the children. But whatsoever might be the reason, it is not allowed as a child of God. It is not encouraged. But these are the things that make some people to go out. And there was this story I heard from one of our daddy, talks about a man which wife was sick. The wife was very sick to death. And the doctor has already told him that this woman will not be able to make it. That is how the man abandoned the woman there. Went home with another mistress. They were enjoying themselves on the bed when God visited this woman and healed her, discharged her without even the permission of the doctor. On getting home, knocked. They were not expecting anybody at that late hour of the night. Immediately the husband came out, he saw that it was the woman. It was a surprise. At times sickness, you see that one is sick, instead of them to enjoy it, because the Bible says it's for better, for worse. But the other one will not be able to enjoy it. Especially men, you see them going out with another woman. They can't endure the pain with such a woman. These are the causes of cheating. And whatsoever might be your reason, to whosoever that is listening to us, whatsoever might be your reason, it is not allowed. It is a sin for you to cheat on your spouse, because God said, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. You people are one. When one is sick, it shows the two are sick. When there is lack, the two of you should bring your head together to look for a way out. And if there is any misunderstanding that can cause separation, that will make the other person to go out, they should look for a way to what? To resolve every problem. And you will see that cheating will be over. These are the causes of cheating, and there are still more other things that will be mentioned, but these are the few I will mention because of my time.
Wow, this is actually nice. This is great. She has actually laid so many, so they have given answers. She has said so many things about why married people cheat. She mentioned foundation, nagging wives, sexual defraud, lack of poverty. These are some of the reasons that make married people cheat. I hope you're enjoying the show already. We're still on social media. If you're yet to follow us, we're still on social media. We are at JossyyakMan on Twitter, Telegram, Instagram, and also our YouTube page is JossyyakmanTV. Don't forget to click on the like button and also follow us. See, from all these points that our guests today have actually said, what do you think? What's your conclusion like? What do you think about this issue of married people cheating?
For me, I see no reason whatsoever for anyone to cheat. Because if you're to check it, the marital vows don't have any conditional statement attached to it. There is no if. And then you were fully aware of that. You were there at the altar taking such vows. That day was so sweet for you. In fact, you didn't even remember all of this nagging whatsoever. And then at the tail end, I'm sure even God will not take such as an excuse for you to do that. So for me, I see no reason whatsoever. Probably someone might say, she's not married, she's single, so she doesn't know. It's he who wears the shoe that knows how it pains. But then,
it's actually great to learn. That's why you're not married. It's great for someone to learn.
Then whoever is saying that, I am actually a potential wife, actually. So I don't see any reason why anybody, a wife or a husband, should cheat.
Seriously.
That is my own point.
There's no reason for that at all. Okay, ma'am. In line with this question, I have another question again to ask you. How can one abstain from cheating? Okay, I want to get married and I don't like this aspect of cheating. I don't want to be part of the story of cheating. How can I abstain from it? Because this marriage of it, a lot of temptations are attached to it. You think if I'm getting married that's fine now. It's actually not fine, and a lot of temptations. Even you're sitting on your own, someone can come and tempt you. So how can someone abstain?
Thank you for that question. For me, the best thing to do as a man or as a woman to abstain from sexual immorality outside of marriage. First of all, you must know God. You must know God, because if you don't know God, you always want to please this flesh. You have to know God and possess His Spirit, because this our body, He has bought it with a price. The Bible made us to understand, according to 1 Corinthians chapter 6, down there it talks about being joined with a harlot. You have become a harlot, because it says two shall become one. When you involve in cheating, you yourself, you are a cheater. Then for you to abstain yourself from cheating is for you to know God and know who you are and know the repercussion of cheating. And you need to know that cheating does not pay. What you don't want your spouse to do to you, don't do it to him or her. If you don't want your spouse to cheat on you, please don't cheat on her or don't cheat on him. You have to abstain from it. Look at the consequences that is attached with cheating, and look at your life. Have a plan for life. Whatsoever you will want in a woman, please do it to your wife. Whatsoever you want in a man that will attract you to him, you can help your husband to achieve such thing. Therefore, I will tell you that the only true way is to what? Be with God, know the will of God, hold on to God, and be yourself.
Okay,
Yes.
I think this has carried me back to the foundation she talks about. Okay, this is how I see it. It's more like you're not yet in the level of being in primary one. And then you promoted yourself to primary one. You get it? You've not gotten that foundation that will actually make you stand the ground of being in primary one. You've not gotten that foundation that will make you feel, that will make you stand the storms in marriage, and then you've rushed into it. There's no way you can actually dodge cheating when it comes. When the thought comes, there is no way, because you've already, God is the one who could actually help you stand everything, every trial, every temptation, everything that pertains life, because actually he's the giver of life and he's the maker of all things. And then, okay, you don't even know the God. Talk more of you trying to run back to him when such happens, or when such thoughts come to your head. So I think it goes down to the foundation she's talking about. If God is actually your foundation, most definitely, when such thought strikes your heart, you will run back to him.
Sir, in addition to what she has said, there are some that is in their gene, it's in their lineage to cheat. It is an inheritance for them. Yes, as you can see, some family, you see them, some of them just smoking, drinking, and other things. There are some. This issue of cheating is in their line. That is why we always advise our leaders, our spiritual leaders, that in our own side, that is at the south there, what we do is that we have what we call bachelor's eve and spinster's eve. Here I can say maybe sent forth. There should be a form of prayer, deliverance prayer, that will be conducted for the both couple to be. Because there are some on their own, they don't want to do it, but because it has been a cause, it is following their lineage, it is following them. It is an ancestral cause, and it has been following them. There should be special prayer for such couple, because as this one is coming to join this one, they are now one. And if they now transfer such thing to themselves, it will be very, very, very difficult. And another thing is this: as you are single before you get married, if you are double dating, it will also affect you in your marriage, because a man will not satisfy you, a woman will not satisfy you. You still want to go and taste other things. For that, I will advise all our youths that they should maintain purity. They should maintain purity. According to Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4, you see, marriage is honorable, but bed undefiled. I want to advise all the spinsters and bachelors coming that please, whatsoever it may cost you, you can abstain from what we are talking about now. All this cheating on yourself, sexual immorality, so that it will not graduate to cheating even after marriage. If you can only maintain yourself and allow yourself to maintain one man with the guidance of your spiritual leaders and your physical, biological parents, it will help you even to build up your marriage, even when your parents are not there. You know that distance is another thing that is causing cheating and makes couples to cheat on themselves. You see a married woman here, then the husband will be at Lagos, say they are working. When the man needs it, there is no how. You see, some have even done it before they realize that what have they done? Distance is another barrier. It's another thing that is causing cheating. But that we should not value money than our marriage. Our marriage should be a priority. Thank you, sir.
This is very, very, very wonderful. This is so great. Wow. My advice to you that is saying I cannot stay with one guy. You're not yet married, say you're double dating. I have to taste everything I see so that I'm not the one who settle. It will affect. Not be everybody you will try you. It will affect your foundation. Seriously, it will affect. Don't think that okay, if I get married, I will stop. That is actually wrong.
You know, we go by the slangs, body no be firewood.
Firewood.
No be every day you dey chop rice.
Try make a firewood for us.
Okay, Ma.
Yes.
In the case of infidelity, what should the partner do?
So be frankly speaking, it's not easy when you find your spouse in such a situation. My advice to such is that just be yourself. But I have seen some people that kill their partner as a result of infidelity in marriage. Yes.
Yeah, that's another one.
They have, in fact, I've seen, not only heard, they kill themselves just because they said they can't live to see what is, but they didn't live to tell the story. And there are some, they pour acid on the person their spouse is dating. It's not the solution, but I know it's not easy. But the solution I will tell you is this: be yourself. The highest thing you can do is that you can report to your spiritual leader, who can be of help in times of prayer and counseling. But if you want to take your own measure, you will regret it at the end. Be yourself, because I know it's very painful that this is your love, the person you say you love, and you see him or her cheating on you. And you so you can even catch them right-handed. But what will you do? The only thing is that be yourself. Don't kill yourself so that you will live to tell the story. Because if you kill yourself as a result of that, one, you are going straight to hellfire. I'm telling you the truth, because you have committed murder. Yes, you are going straight. And then some people can even come together and continue their lives.
Yeah.
They will even be there to punish your children. You are not there, just endure. And then, to those who have not experienced such, I want to beg you that please we need to be prayerful, because the enemies, they are always at work. And we are told why enemies are always at children of God's marriage, as in the marriage of God's children. Because they know that the seed that will come out of them will serve God and they will stand against them. That is why they are always attacking Christian homes. But in such situation, situation of infidelity, please be yourself and involve your spiritual leader. I will not tell you to involve your parents. I will not tell you to involve friends. They may even say another thing to you, but at the back they will be saying, what is it? Are you the first? Or they can even go ahead and do worse. But your spiritual leader will be able to counsel you, even call the both of you, counsel you, involve you in prayer.
Yes, ma, in line with this.
Yes, sir.
There are scenarios that you see that, okay, wife caught the husband cheating, and then she go discuss it with children. And children will now come and gang up against daddy. They start fighting against their father. Do you think it's actually right for when a partner finds the other cheating, the person should discuss the story with the children, the family entirely? Do you think it's right?
To me, it's wrong. The children can't help the matter, but rather you are planting an evil seed in their hearts that they can use against their daddy tomorrow. And also, if they don't have the heart to forgive their dad, they can stand against them, because the issue of forgiveness in marriage between husband and wife and the children is very vital. Don't discuss with your parents, don't discuss with your friends. The highest person, even the children, don't discuss with them at all, because you are creating hatred in them and you are planting seed in them that tomorrow it can also back to them. But I will advise you that please involve your spiritual leader that can help you. Don't discuss it with the child. I remember there was this little film we watched of recent. The girl came back home from her husband. She's having a daughter there. She came back home and knocked at the mother's door. He said, "Why are you here with your bag?" He said, "My husband, I saw condom in my husband's pocket." He said, "Is that why you pack all your bag and you started coming back home? Where is your daughter?" He said, "My daughter I left my daughter with him. I left my daughter with him." The woman now said, "Is that why you are packing? Will you go back home? If not, that woman will come and take your place in that home." Do you know that you, if not today that I'm telling you, your daddy did more than what you are saying? Have you ever heard it? And you are the only child. I have to stay because of you. I stayed because of you. I didn't let anyone know. He said, "Mommy, I mean condom in my husband's trouser." He said, "I mean go back to your house." said, what in a situation where you find your husband talk of someone? He said, I did. She was telling me, he said she did. Her friend was the one that she saw with your dad. And the lady said, Mommy, I never say it. He said, how will I say it? I have to stay because it's one of the cause. He said, for better for worse. And that is how the lady went back home in peace. That is a good mother. You don't tell your child what you are experiencing. It will create hatred and hate.
Okay, ma'am. In the cases, because you earlier made mention that the person should go to a spiritual father or mother and report to the person. Okay, what if you don't get good counseling and guidance from the spiritual father? Because nowadays, some people, they're actually physically spiritual fathers, but when it comes to counseling, there's nothing to write home about. So what do you do in such cases?
Okay, in some cases whereby you go to your spiritual leaders and you didn't have good counseling. Moreover, you are not expected to have good counseling because already you are in pain. Whatsoever they will tell you, you think, they are siding the man or the woman. But then they will do all their best to see that you remain in that home. Or you may not find it easy at that moment. But in a situation where you are not satisfied with their counseling, the only thing I will tell you is that I can't ask you to go to court. But God said in Malachi chapter 2 verse 16 that He hates divorce. He hates separation. Malachi 2:16 said it. God hates divorce. I can't tell you to pack your things out. The only thing I will tell you is that be in that house and just be calling Holy Spirit, help me. Comforter, help me, because on your own it's very painful. With the counsel you think you will get from them, or with the counsel they gave you, you are not satisfied with it. It is just the Holy Spirit that can counsel you. I will not advise you to pack your things out. I will not advise you to discuss it with friends. It will worsen the situation.
So, how about you've heard our guests for the week? Don't go fighting daddy because mommy said he's cheating. Don't go fighting mommy because daddy said she is cheating. Go to the Lord in prayer. As a child, go to the Lord in prayer. God will answer your prayer. Don't fight any of your parents because they were found cheating. Ma, we would love to know what are the consequences of cheating. People that cheat in marriage. What was the effects?
Thank you. There are many effects in cheating in marriage. I may start from 1. It opens you to sickness and disease. Sexual transmitted disease, you are exposed to it, which it can lead to untimely death. You expose yourself to sickness, diseases, incurable diseases, and it leads to what? Untimely death. The God's plan for you will be shortened. It will cause you not to fulfill your destiny. And another thing is that it will cause what? Problem to your marriage, everlasting problem. There will be no peace, there will be no joy, there will be no trust again in your marriage. These are the consequences it can cause. And there are many more. But we have to try to avoid cheating in our home. If you want to enjoy your marriage, if you want to have peace, if you want to be free from sickness and diseases, and if you want to be free from the wrath of God, because you are sending the Spirit of God from your body, because your body is the temple where the Spirit of God dwells. By the time you involve yourself in fornication or adultery, what happens? The Spirit of God leaves you, and what comes in? The spirit of the enemy, the devil, will come in and expose you to dangers, expose you to what? Untimely death. And it will make you what? God's plan not to be fulfilled, because you cause it by yourself.
This is actually dangerous. Cheating is actually bad. Not only affecting you, it's affecting your health, your spirituality, it will affect your family. Long-lasting consequences. This is actually very, very bad and terrible. Do not spoil your youth. Do not spoil your youth because it will affect you later. It is our culture in the show to always read comments during the show because we drop the topic online in our Facebook group, which is this love or lust? Many shared it, many commented on it, and we would love to take these comments also. Over to you.
Okay, this one says most married men cheat for some few reasons. In fact, the person went on to say 1, 2, and 3, so I will read all of it. First, he said lack of satisfaction. Okay, I would just want to read it exactly just the way the person sent it. When I talk say no sex before marriage, now person na hard fucker him go marry girl wey no fit last even 40 minutes. Tell me, why that guy no go cheat outside to satisfy his sexual needs? Secondly, the person said lack of peace or comfort. You married a lady who was pretending to be too good. Just after marriage, she changed to be something else. She no longer gives you joy nor peace. Most ladies are like that. So tell me, why won't I look for that peace out there with another single lady who knows my value? Then the third one, he said, suspicious marriage. Che, this one hot fast. Just because you told your spouse about all your past sexual lifestyle with other ladies before you met her and settled down. So she just because of that always use that against you. She always suspects you cheating on her all the time. When you are back home late, when you hang out with friends, she knacks always. She knacks and punish you for what you did not do. Whereas he feels, okay, since he didn't do and she is always nagging, he does. So, yeah, now, let me just go ahead and do it. This is actually coming from Akok Fresh Akok. And another one says, married men cheat because Jesus Christ is absent in their lives. That one is coming from Alexandra Bauer. So those are our comments for them.
I guess these comments actually not guessing, they're actually falling according to what I would guess.
Yes, yeah.
And some people they just push. So but I must say that the person that wrote that is actually raw. That was too raw.
Very, very.
But actually the plain truth. The plain truth. Some people but I feel it's not right. I feel it's not right, and I believe I believe it's not right because your partner is suspecting you, you're cheating. Then you say, okay, since this person is suspecting and cheating, let me just go ahead and do it. Feel alright to say that yes, I actually did it, and since you're suspecting me, it's okay. Let's go ahead. This is actually not
very, very
good.
wrong.
This is
very,
terrible.
very wrong.
It's not good.
And you know,
yeah.
he was like, you don't find peace, you don't find comfort at home. So you go out there to look for peace and comfort. How sure are you that that person that you're going to get comfort and peace from is actually the person to give you that peace? How sure are you that that person is not like the person you've left at home? Because there's this saying that the devil you know is better than the angel you don't. So,
and apart from that person giving you the comfort, how sure are you about the person's health?
Yeah.
How are you sure about the person's foundation? Is there a curse in the family, a generational curse in the family that will follow you? So don't just go look outside. I think somebody will give you comfort more than that of your partner in the house. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your time. But before we let you go, I would like to say a word of advice to married couples out there and those who are striving to get married.
Okay. I would like to advise the married ones that marriage is all about sacrifice. Marriage is all about God. Marriage is just the grace of God. On your own, you can't do it. But once you rely on the will of God and the grace of God, and you take the things of God serious, your marriage will work out. And there are things you have to sacrifice. There are things you have to tolerate. There are things you have to endure. You have to work your marriage out. You can't compare your marriage with another person. God have a specific assignment that He wants you to fulfill in your own. But don't compare your wife with another wife. Don't compare your husband with another husband. Marriage is of different thing, and what God wants you to fulfill in that one may differ from others. But be patient, trust God, tolerate each other, and let love be the foundation of everything. And for our spinsters and bachelors that are about to marry, I mean our potential husband and wife, let me tell you that it's not the way you see marriage. That is not how it is. Some people see marriage that it's milk and honey. Let me be frank with you guys. It's beyond that. You see some couples in corporate wares, when they go home, you see them trouble. It's not like that. That is why you need God now. You need your spiritual leaders. You need your biological advice. You need to involve them. Please don't let you be deceived by what you see, by the cars or the flashy cars, the money you see. But if you marry by that, if anything eventually happens to this, your marriage will collapse. I beg you that let your marriage be built on Christ alone, and let your bed be undefiled. Marriage is sweet if only you allow God to have His way, and then you are ready to sacrifice.
Yeah, this came to my mind this came to my mind when she was saying about don't think about marriage all about it's going to be rosy and all that. Seeing people wearing corporate, going ahead inside our car, going to church, and you think it's going to be like that forever. Then there's this saying that there are 3 kinds of ring in marriage, and that's what you're supposed to expect. That's the engagement ring, the wedding ring, and the suffering ring.
Corporate looking guy outside, corporate trouble. Mommy, don't go killing yourself because you caught your husband cheating. At the tail end, you will be in hell, and probably he will later repent and be in heaven. Yes. And then it will be like, this man cheated on me, come on. You needed to do something better.
Do not end your life by your own self.
Yeah.
Suicide is out of it. Not because you caught your partner cheating, you go drown yourself or go kill yourself. It is out of believing if you die, you will marry another person. She will marry another person. So don't kill yourself because you caught your partner cheating. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
We're still on social media. We're still on Facebook, Telegram, Instagram at Jossyyakman, and our YouTube page is JossyyakmanTV. Our group on Facebook is this love or lost? Please like the page. Go ahead. We will actually accept your invitation, and don't just stay there alone. Invite your friends, invite your brothers, your sisters also to be part of this show. Thank you very much for having you as our viewers. We actually love you, and we will see you next time on the show. Remain blessed. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. My beloved viewers, I'm by name Joseph Onyoza Agnes. I want to welcome you and to encourage you to keep on watching on JossyyakmanTV on the episode Lost or Love. As you keep watching, God bless you. Please keep watching. Keep watching.